I'm saying that I'm blessed to be a blessing, and that's not so. I'm here to be a blessing, regardless of what's going on in my life. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I love it when I'm wrong, and I found out that I was wrong, because anytime you're wrong, you have a chance to make it right. So we have 4 core values at Signmaster. Number 1 is others first. Number 2 is personal accountability. Number 3, continuous improvement. And number 4 is stewardship. Stewardship, I have a tagline that goes with stewardship. I'm blessed to be a blessing. Sounds good, very cliche, easy to remember, but it's just wrong. And I figured out this weekend that it was wrong. Let me tell you why. So I was reading the book of Ruth this weekend, and I read about a lady named Naomi. She had a husband and 2 sons. They moved to a foreign country because of a famine. When she got to the foreign country, her husband and her 2 sons got sick and died within, I don't know the time frame, but it was relatively quickly. She decides to move back home to her home country. All right. Ruth, one of her daughter-in-laws, decides to come with her. All right. They move back home. When she gets home and gets to her family, she tells him, hey, don't call me Naomi anymore. I want you to call me Mara, which you translate Mara, and that means bitter. So she's had this incredibly difficult time in her life, and she is no longer even wanting to be called by her name. Most of the time, like, I can only imagine that she wants to like crawl in a hole and die. But at that time, she actually turned her focus from her own problems to Ruth. Ruth being in a foreign country to her now, she told her, she was teaching her the customs and what to do and how to act and the things to do with gleaning and how to treat elders and respect people. Long story short, Ruth marries a guy named Boaz. They have a son. She becomes the great-grandmother of the greatest king in Israel's history, David, the guy that slayed the giant, the guy that was just, he was a poet and a man after God's own heart. He was just the greatest king, save Jesus, in Israel's history. I'm saying all that to say this. Here's where I found out I was wrong. I'm saying that I'm blessed to be a blessing, and that's not so. I'm here to be a blessing, regardless of what's going on in my life. Naomi, amidst all the problems and just the mess, her life was just garbage. At that time, she turned her focus away from her own self to somebody else. Connect the dots and look at the result. That's what stewardship is. That's what I want us to be. That's what I want me to be. That's what I want you to be. That's what I want everyone to be. Man, if we could turn our focus off of our own problems to somebody else, I'm just put here to be a blessing. Be a steward. Strive to be a steward. Press to be a steward. And keep pressing toward the mark.